Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode. Per usual, I've got some stuff to share with you. Didn't really find anything in stores lately, like at all, but I still got some cool stuff to show you. We are going to look at a couple of recent basic Hot Wheels. I found these, I don't know, all at some point in time, not too long ago. I think they're all J-case, yeah. So we got the Lamborghini Cyan in orange, the Porsche 911 GT3 in red, love that casting, the 82 Toyota Supra, sadly not the Super. This is a Super treasure hunt that I probably will try to get, just because I like red Supers, so, you know, wonder why I might, like, I don't know, maybe something to do, I don't know, I like red or something, I don't know. And then we got cool combi in gray, the Honda Civic Custom in white, and the Nissan Maxima Drift Car in blue. So we're going to open up those basic Hot Wheels, basic stuff. I already kind of alluded to this, but we've got some Ultra Reds. Again, my buddy Diecast hooked me up with these. This actually completes a set for me. So this is 2021 Premium Release 3. And this was the one I was missing to complete that set. So we got another complete set. So I have 3 videos I have to make on complete set Auto Worlds. This we're not going to look at in the next segment. Because I will do a complete series Auto World video like I normally do. This Corvette, though, however, we will look at. This is from 2023 Release 1. So we will open up this and take a peek at that. That should be pretty cool. This is one of those weird ones. They have chrome interiors. Kind of some interesting traits on this Ultra Red. So there's that. And then what I've got is kind of some weird stuff. The only other like real current thing, well, I got some mini GTs. That's current. This Thunderbird, I believe, is fairly current. From Greenlight. I think I picked this up from SC Diecast. And then I think I picked these mini GTs up from SC Diecast as well. We got 2 Porsches to look at. Porsche 911 GT3 in white and Porsche 911 Turbo S in yellow. So I love a mini GT Porsche. They do a great job. So we'll check those out. Got a couple more Greenlight I just grabbed out of the thing. Just because, I don't know, I've been sitting on these for a long time. We're going to open up this Beetle from Gremlins. We're going to open up this John Wick 2011 Dodge Charger as well. This is from Hollywood 19. This one is from Hollywood Series 7. I don't know. I've had them for a while. I don't know why I haven't opened them up, but there they are, and we're going to do that. And then I've got some older Greenlight Motor World. They're all the Honda Civic SI. I got one in white. I got one in blue. And I got one in a gray. So 3 Honda Civics, kind of a weird little casting from Greenlight, from Motor World. They only used it in the Motor World line, as far as I recall. And this casting has not been used in a long time. This might have actually been even the last time it was used in this Motor World Series 13. Someone may correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, kind of a weird one. So we're gonna check that out. Sticking with weird, we got this Majorette that we're going to open up and check out. Kind of cool. Older Majorette. Is there a date on this thing? It doesn't really look like it. I don't see anything that looks like a date on here. There's really not much information on the back. Like barely any printing. This card is really cool. But we're going to open it up anyway because I want the car out of here. Even though it's kind of cool, vintage packaging, I like it. I like the design of it. So there's that. And speaking of liking the design of stuff, we got a California Custom to open up. This truck, this thing's just wild. and I like it. Yeah, California Customs. I love this line from Hot Wheels. I thought these are just wild. They're neon colors. They're crazy looking, and it's just it's really an appropriate design for the time that they came out, and I like them. I think they're really cool. All right, so there's that, and then we have a Malibu diecast, 1/64 scale, new Beetle Cabrio. So we'll check that out. Anytime I see one of these castings that I don't have in these Malibu International packages, I try to pick it up. I'm trying to get like an example of every casting they put out. They're weird. They're different. It's something different to look at. And then, I lost audio. So what we're looking at here, I got a voiceover this. We've got two Volkswagen Beetles from Johnny Lightning. Grab those. Looks like I talk about them a little bit. Don't remember what I said. But yeah, audio troubles. So fantastic. And I didn't realize this, of course, until it's too late. So whatever. Now we're doing a voiceover. Fun stuff. And then we got, another Beetle. Or we already looked at that Beetle, right? And then what else do we got? We got this Pontiac Grand Am. One of my favorite Johnny Lightning castings. It's neat. It's in silver. We've got that to look at. Some stuff. We got stuff. We got things. Who knows what I'm saying here, but this is just sad. We're getting together a thumbnail. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, there you go. Probably just cut that completely out, but we won't. We'll leave that in there. So, yeah, let's flip around the camera, right, and take a look at this stuff up close. And stuff and things and items and all of that. Yeah, sad. Oh well, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's start this second half of the video by just poking at these mainline vehicles from Hot Wheels. Again, I believe these are all JKs. I'm pretty sure they are. So, what should we start with? Let's start with this this brand new casting, this Toyota Supra. I was pretty excited about this. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool looking casting. They've done it in a way that, it's very Hot Wheels, exaggerated kind of feature kind of look. They've done this like older Supra before. I should have grabbed an example out of the old casting. I like the old casting actually quite a bit as well. I think it's pretty neat. But anyway, we're going to take a look at this one. This, I believe, is a brand new casting for... It's odd because it doesn't have, like, the new tooling thing. This is a new casting, right? It's never been used. But they did decide to launch it right away as a super treasure hunt. So I don't have that yet, but we will attempt to acquire that sometime soon, hopefully. By the way, I should mention as well, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video, I am going to be doing a Whatnot stream, a live Whatnot stream, which I will be selling a few things and giving away a few things. It's actually going to be sponsored by Whatnot. So we're going to do a stream. I've got a budget of stuff I have to get, and then we're going to give that stuff away. I don't know what the items will be yet, so as of right now, I am open to suggestion as to what type of things that you guys would like to see on that stream. If you are not on the Whatnot platform yet or haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you do for Diecast. I'm going to put a link in, like, I'll pin a comment on this video with my affiliate link sort of thing to Whatnot. If you follow that link and you sign up, you should get a $15 credit towards your first purchase. And I will get a little kickback as well, full disclosure. But but yeah, if you haven't signed up for that yet, hit that link, sign up through my link, and we'll both get a little kickback, and that would be rad. I don't have the date set on the giveaway yet, But again, I'm open to suggestion. I just found out I'm going to be doing it just this last week, and I'm kind of up to me. I want to get it done probably within a month or so, but either way, I'm open to suggestion here to what you guys would like to see given away, or what do you think I should try to acquire to give away. So just interested to see what you guys think. And then we got this cool combi. Pretty neat. Oh, and by the way, I am on Whatnot. Same name as here, Championdjk, so I should be very easy to find on there. So follow me now, and I got to get that, my, you know, I think I have a profile pic and all that stuff. I think it's all kind of set up, but yeah. Anyway, that's coming. That's coming, and that's exciting. All right, Porsche 911 GT3. I love this casting. It's pretty cool. We're going to have like a mini GT version to look at here in a second. This one's in red, and I like red with the gold rims and black stripes on the top, and it looks pretty awesome. Love this casting. Really, really cool. So we're going to set that one aside so we can look at the mini GT with it. This is another casting I actually quite like. This Lamborghini Sian FKP 37. I think for a Hot Wheels, I think they did the best they could with this with a basic. This is a complicated, complex looking car with like a lot of angles and things. And they got this more right than they got the new Countach for their premium line. But this one, you know, Lambos are tough. I get it. There's a lot going on, especially with the one like this. A lot of like angles and weirdness to it. This particular Lamborghini does look quite alien. So, on that rear end, it looks like an evil robot of some kind, but pretty nifty. So I'm digging this. This is pretty neat. And then we got the Nissan Maxima drift car in blue. Admittedly, I'm not a big fan of this casting. I think it's okay. I wish someone would do, like, this era, just a Nissan Maxima, just a standard sedan, and actually make it, like, legit. Does Tomica Limited Vintage make one? I don't think they do, but if they did, that would be neat. I used to drive one back in the day. So, yeah. It was a cool little, very square or rectangular looking boring car, but to me it's cool. But yeah, we got this drift wagon. It's got the see-through hood so you can see the motor in there, and because of that we got a chrome interior, and I don't know, it's all right. These wheels are all right. I kind of like these wheels. They look good on this. But yeah, there's that. And then Honda Civic Custom, popular casting already. This was a new one last year, right? If I recall correctly. But there's that in white. Nothing too crazy. It's got that larger front wheel and smaller back wheel. Set up to like drag race or whatever. Front wheel drive. It's kind of neat. Kind of a cool little casting. Very appropriate for Hot Wheels to do that. And then, what else we got? That's it for main lines. Let's look at, well, let's go into the Mini GT right away. So we got the Porsche 911 Turbo S in racing yellow. These are the ones that are distributed by Mio, MJ Toys. And, ow, jeez, I just stabbed myself. Not with the scissors, but with this sharp plastic. That hurt a bit. Did not break the skin, so we're good. Let's get this thing out of here. Okay. Box has the blister inside of it, can store the car. I mention it every single time. For some reason, I'm compelled to do it every single time. I know you guys should be fully aware by now, but there is no continuity right on YouTube. So if you're new to the channel, I love Mini GT's packaging because there's a blister in there that nestles the car. You can go ahead and store it in the box, and it's nice and compact, and it's a great storage solution built right into the packaging. Love it. And then the car, you can throw the rest of the packaging away. Really cool. Mini GT, they just do a fantastic job. If you don't have any Mini GT in your collection, pick a car that you like and buy it because it's worth it. They are just very well done. They just feel premium. I like them a lot. Biggest gripe that people have is they don't put the disc brakes behind the wheels. That's one thing they don't do. But they do roll. And rubber tires, metal body, metal base. They got the little rubberized window or mirrors, not windows, duh. And that is actually something I prefer because it makes me less nervous that they are going to break off the side. So I am a fan of that. This is kind of a similar Porsche, sort of. So kind of looking at proportions here just for gigs. And the Hot Wheels one is a little bit longer. It's more bulbous, of course, because it's got the wider fender flares and stuff. But similar. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I like them. I like them both. But Mini GT has definitely become, one of my favorite brands. Again, I feel like I mention it every single time, but you're just gonna have to deal with that because I don't know. Maybe you haven't watched this channel before, so I should probably mention stuff like that. All right, and then we got the Porsche 911 GT3 in white. So this is actually like closer, I think, to the Hot Wheels one. Let's try not to get stabbed this time. It's always a risk with this plastic packaging. I hate this plastic packaging, by the way. I don't like it at all. I get it. It's like durable and stuff. So for you card collectors, you guys are probably huge fans of it. But what happens when it rolls around in boxes for a long time, it gets scratched up and it gets like, it just gets ugly. So I prefer cardboard if you're going to put something on a package. Probably better for the environment too, if we're talking about that. All right, so this thing is pretty sick. I like it. Basic white, kind of a classic Porsche look with the Porsche logo down there. Not logo, but whatever, the font. Very cool. So this is actually technically right closer to this. And proportionate-wise, the Hot Wheels is wider and longer, all around a little bit bigger. And I would guess that this is actually true 1/64 scale. Again, you got the same construction. It's actually like almost the same tooling, but it's different. It's not the same car exactly, but a lot of Porsches kind of look, let's be honest, they kind of look alike. But pretty cool. The rear end's pretty much pretty close to the same. Exhaust is a little different, but yeah. Mini GT, very, very cool. So digging that. All right, next, what should we look at? Let's look at the Ultra Red that I've got. This Corvette. Let's get this out of the package. So this is from, again, 2023 Premium Release 1. So after I add this one to the collection, I will be missing the Supra and the step side, square body from the set. And then this set will be complete. This is the set that's got the first release of the minivan. So definitely a cool set. But the Ultra Red traits for this are as follows. We get a chrome interior, white rims, white base, and Ultra Red body. All in all, it's pretty cool. This Corvette casting is neat. It's got the opening engine cover. And, yeah, looks like a chase. Has the white wheels. Goes after the traits of the version... What is this one? Is it version B? I think it's the version B that these Ultra Reds follow. I think it is. No, it's version A. I think it's version A. Anyway, it doesn't really matter that much, I don't think, in this case, because I believe the only difference between the version A and version B car of this Ultra Red is just the paint color, so you're not going to really tell the difference. What does that say? Oh, blue. Okay. So maybe it does make a difference. Maybe it is version B. Well, whatever. It is what it is. There we go. I added another Ultra Red to the collection. Pretty awesome. So yeah, like I said, I got 2 more to complete that set. And I'm going to be pretty close to up to date once that happens. All right. Let's look at green light. Green light. We've got this Thunderbird 10th anniversary. So let's go ahead and open up this guy and check it out. Again, we got to be careful not to stab ourselves with that sharp plastic. So this, I believe, is my first casting of this Thunderbird. So this came out, this is a pretty new casting. And I don't know exactly when it came out, but I believe this is the first one I've added to my collection. There's been quite a few versions already that have come out, but yeah, finally we're adding one. So, and we get like a weird color, orangish, pale orange sparkle with this pale cream looking top. The top is plastic on this model. That's because there is a convertible version too, or top down version, or whatever, what have you. And we get an opening hood. We get kind of a separate piece for the front grille bumper. And that's the thing about Greenlight. Greenlight right now is just so random with their new toolings about how they are built and stuff like that. But things are going to be changing for Greenlight. They're under new ownership. They're under new leadership. And we're going to see how that affects the brand and what they are doing. They're already alluding to doing a new Viper casting, which is something that, you know, they haven't really done a sports car like that, I don't think, in quite a long time. So at least I can't remember. So that's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Greenlight. So they are a brand to watch right now. I don't know how quickly things are going to change, but I think there's going to be some fairly drastic changes with how they do things. Will they be making the right decisions or the wrong ones? Hoping for the right ones, because the way they made it sound is they're going to really focus on quality and stuff, and, you know, that will not hurt. That would be a good thing. All right, Gremlins. This is just Volkswagen Classic Beetle. This casting has been around for a long time. I have a ton of this casting, a ton of it. A bunch of different versions, to the point where I should probably just get them all out and show you someday. This is originally a high-speed casting. It's actually originally a Malibu Diecast casting. It's got a plastic base. Plastic base, metal body. Real basic, but just a nice little example of this Beetle from the Gremlins. So, what a great movie. And yeah, so this Beetle originally, okay, so you could have got it in like packaging like this, I believe. I don't think I ever got one that has this packaging, but I know this originally, I'm pretty sure this originally was what they call high-speed tooling. I don't know the whole deal. It's confusing, but I believe they were all released as Malibu Diecast. And those were castings that Greenlight used for their Motor World line in the beginning. Well, actually, I think pretty much throughout, but there you go. There's that Beetle. And then we've got this John Wick. I'm just going to open it here. John Wick 2011 Dodge Charger, blacked out. It almost could be like a Black Bandit car. And that is that guy there. So this casting, I think this casting's been around for quite a while too. It's GL number 59. So if you're not familiar with that, Greenlight does number their toolings. So the lower the number, the earlier the casting was made. So that's kind of a fun thing to know, for me anyway. And then it does have an opening hood. It's got inserted details for headlights, which look pretty decent, and then an inserted piece. Is that an inserted piece for the grill? No, it's not. Just part of the tooling. Motor detail. It actually has an inserted detail for the rear. That looks pretty good. It actually looks quite good. So it's got big steamroller tires. That would be maybe the one complaint from people, but it rolls. Pretty good example, I think, of this car. And yeah, I think it's all right. So added that. We're adding that green light to the loose green light collection, which is pretty massive as well. All right, Motor World then. So speaking of Motor World, we got to open up these Civics. I've been sitting on these for a little while, and I guess we'll start with that white one right there. It's kind of a cool tooling, but not all that crazy cool. It's a little bit, I don't know, like I think it's like the rear, the way it looks back there. If you don't get wheels and how the car sits correct, that's basically one of the most important things for making a casting, because it really can make it look a little goofy. But this thing rolls. It's got a plastic base, which most of the Greenlight Motor World toolings did. I think this one was just an original Greenlight casting, and it's a GL56. So I don't think this was ever released as a Malibu die-cast. It's got inserted taillights and headlights. However, not the quality is not great. This is an older Greenlight, but this is an older, cheaper Greenlight. And the fitment there is really not there. We'll see if we get luckier on the other ones, but wheels look okay. Let's just set that there. Let's open up another one. Let's open up this blue one. The Civic SI. This is from Motor World Series 12. This was 13. Looks a little better in blue, I think. See if we got any luckier on the details. Not really. I mean, they just stick out, those headlight pieces of plastic. They're not really in there. So yeah, all in all, not a perfect tooling, but for you Honda fans, maybe this is something that you'd go after. I don't know. I think overall, like the shape of the car, I don't think they got exactly right. And here is 2011 Honda Civic Si. Last one, and probably the best looking one. Probably because it doesn't have the blacked out wheels, but still, again, the rear wheel arch to me looks a little goofy, and overall, the shape of the car, it is kind of a goofy shaped car to begin with, but I don't think they really got it right. Maybe I'm wrong, but something looks a little bit off to me, and I'm definitely not like a Honda connoisseur, so this is a weird, kind of a weird shaped Civic. I don't know. Something to me proportionately looks a little weird with this one. But whatever, I saw these three. They were cheap. I'm like, well, I'm just going to pick them all up. So I got them. I think I have one other version of that casting in my collection as well. It's somewhere around here. So maybe someday we'll look at all the Motor World castings. That'd be maybe a cool idea for videos. Take a look at all those. Take a look at all the Malibu die-cast and kind of show you everything. So speaking of that, we got this VW New Beetle Cabrio 2003. I did not have a version of this, so I had to get this tooling. Definitely not really an exciting one. I don't really collect anything new Beetle, but like I said, I try to get these toolings just to have examples of each one. For whatever reason, it's one of the weird little parts of my collection. Is this Malibu International. So these come in an acrylic case. And it's okay. The case, whenever you find these cars, though, the cases are always trashed. And this really is no exception. This thing's got scratches and whatever all over it. So the cardboard's kind of trashed too. So yeah, rarely do I ever find these things like mint packaged. So we don't usually even save that stuff. I just keep them loose. And the weird thing about this is they will vary in what they have. Some of them have rubber tires, some of them have inserted headlights, taillights, some of them have plastic, some of them, it's all different. This casting has just silver, basic, real basic, painted details for the headlights, real basic, just bleh, painted whatever for the tail. It's kind of a lazy casting. And then it has plastic wheels. And I want to say this casting was used at one point. I think it was used as a green light. No, it wasn't. They didn't use this one. I think they used the Beetle Cup car, not this, in green light. So there's a couple Beetle castings. There's like 3 different Malibu diecast Beetle castings, if I remember correctly. This one's the convertible, and whatever. It looks okay. It's a cute little car, little bug. And yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's not the best Malibu diecast casting. We'll just put it that way. It's got the plastic wheels. It's got plastic base. Well, they all have plastic bases, but no inserted details. Not really extremely detailed in any regard. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably pretty close to 1/64 scale, actually. Pretty close, anyway. But yeah, there's your new Beetle Malibu diecast. All right. And let's grab something else interesting. Well, let's stick with Beetles for a moment, and then we're gonna go. So we're gonna do the Johnny Lightning, and then we're gonna go retro for 2, and then we're out. So this one, Volkswagen 1966 Beetle. These were available for $2.99 at Kmart, it appears. This is from Volkswagen 2 in Volkswagen 2 Release 2. So they did Samba buses, and you can see all the stuff there, Championdjk. But yeah, Johnny Lightning, Volkswagen stuff. They do some pretty cool castings. They do a couple different Beetles. They do microbus. They do a Type 2 pickup, Samba bus, new Beetle, and a Championdjk. The Championdjk tooling is probably my favorite VW that they do. I think they did a really good job with that tooling. The Beetles they did a good job with too, actually. I've got a ton of these in my collection as well. Maybe someday, again, I get them all out, take a look at them, and check it out. The bug infestation video. But they put out a ton of these. Ton of the other casting as well. Pretty basic. This one's got a metal base. It's got a metal body. It's got plastic wheels. And just plain black. And it looks just plain good, I think. So, painted details everywhere. That's Johnny Lightning's, style. You're not going to have, typically not going to have anything like with an inserted headlight or anything like that. They always pretty much just do that. And then we've got another 66 Beetle. This is Universal Studios, home of the original monsters, the Wolfman. So Johnny Lightning does some goofy stuff from time to time, still to this day, with some pop culture things. Not really a major part of my collection. Pop culture stuff. I'm more into like just straight up replicas of vehicles, but that's my collecting style. I don't really collect cross collectibles, I guess, is what you would call that. But again, same tooling, metal base, metal body, plastic wheels. The wheels on this look pretty cool. The Wolfman on the side looks kind of neat. I don't know. There you go. So, yeah. Okay, well, there's that. Not really much else to say about it. And then this casting I really like. This is the 1973 Pontiac Grand Am. I really like the style of this particular car. Like, I would like to, like, if I could get a classic car or something, this seems like a weird pick, but I think it would be, I don't know, I just like the way it looks. I think the front end is why I like it so much. That, like, pointed end with the grill. I think it's just interesting. It's very, to me, kind of like boat-like in styling. and it's kind of a boat of a car, so that's appropriate. This is from Muscle Cars USA release date. We're going to say this came out, if we can locate a date, 2005. So, oh, and it comes with a little collector card. Oh, should we look at the genuine, whatever, authentic film still reproduction? Here's an authentic film still reproduction. Goofy stuff. Here's the card. Johnny Lightning has done stuff like that quite a bit in the past, where they include a little ancillary packaging. All right, so we've got this, and it is metal body, metal base. It is rubber in the tire department, and of course an opening hood. Pretty detailed, looks pretty good. Again, I really like this casting for some reason. It just reminds me of an old boat, like in the styling. And I think it's really kind of cool. I'm trying to get every single version, every single one of these that came out. So I'm not really sure where I'm at on that. I'll have to look. I keep a spreadsheet though, so I do keep track. I think I have a spreadsheet for this one. But I enjoy this casting quite a bit. I think it's a very nice Johnny Lightning casting, and I am a fan of it. So, pretty cool. All right. And we got two left here. We got this weird majorette. I don't even know what this is. It says Chrysler Simca on the side. It's made in France. Majorette. Does it even tell you what it is? It's a Simca, I guess. Simca 1308. I don't know what this car is. I don't know. Should it be something I recognize? I'm not sure. All I saw was it was an old majorette. I saw this at the Hot Wheels convention, and of course it's not a Hot Wheel, but you know, I picked up lots of not Hot Wheels at that convention. I picked this up, and then the gentleman that was Pontiac Hot Wheels hunter, he goes, "You're the only person that picked that up and looked at it this whole time." I'm like, what can I say? I like this kind of stuff. So this is neat. Little old majorette. This thing has a opening, although it's very... Oof. Okay. I was hoping I wouldn't break that, and I didn't, thankfully. It shuts really nice. Simca. The Simca. It looks kind of like an Escort, in a way, but it's not. It's a Chrysler Simca. Chrysler embossed in the hood like that. That's weird. And they did kind of like an inserted headlight thing using the window piece. It's got a trailer hitch on the back that's metal with this little plastic thing that kind of locks the trailer in. It's got suspension, majorette style suspension, and it's in 1/60th scale according to the base here. Metal base, plastic tires. It rolls like a dream and looks pretty nifty. I love stuff like this. I love it. I like it. Like if I can get mint condition, old, weird toolings from really any brand, it's a fun day for me. I enjoy that quite a bit. It's just a little look into the past, and it's just really cool to get a gem that's like in mint condition from that. I don't really collect play-worn cars at all, and I do have some. The main reason why I don't is just because I don't have really room in the collection to be hanging on to a bunch of chipped up cars, even though some of them are kind of cool examples of stuff that are hard to find mint. I just prefer, like, just hold out. Maybe you'll find a cool mint thing. That's why I'm not picky. Like, anytime I see something like this, I don't care really what it is. If it looks kind of cool, I'm going to pick it up. Like, this is really neat to me. So I like that stuff. And then, speaking of really cool older stuff, we're going to finish this video with this California Custom Beach Patrol bright, blinding green Cal Customs. These came out when? These came out like 89, 90, and they are so cool. I think they're so cool. What is this? Is this like a... What is this supposed to be? Like a bookmark, a frisbee? I don't know. And then it came with little stickers. I'm trying to get out of here, which I'm sure like dried out. but there you go. Ocean Pacific. All these cool brands from that era. Whatever. It's neat. Jimmy Z. Really cool. All right, so I like this stuff. As a kid, I would have been, like 8 when this came out, maybe. So, fluorescent colors, neon colors were just, hot. Hot colors were hot at this time. And this just looks super cool. I really like it, right? Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, really weird graphics and stuff like that most of the time. But this stuff that's, like, older design, I don't know. I think it's cool. Speed points. Get that TV. Tune to your favorite shows. It's compact and cool, like your Hot Wheels cars. Crazy 5-inch TV. Kind of a neat thing. But yeah, this is a cool casting. I actually collect this casting. I don't like actively go after it, but anytime again that I see him, and that's kind of how I am a lot. I'm realizing is I don't really actively try to find stuff. Like I kind of just when I see it, I know it's something I need. So like any other variation of this casting, if I ever come across it and I don't have it, I usually pick it up as long as it's like reasonably priced. This was reasonably priced, and I ended up scoring it. So, very cool. These Cal Customs, I love them. I think they're really awesome. All right, and that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, kind of a, whatever. We're kind of laid-back video today. We don't really have too much crazy going on, but I don't know. Highlight of the video actually might be this little weird Simca, this Majorette. I think it's really cool. I also like this as well. And then, of course, Mini GT always kills it. These Porsches. I wasn't going to get these because I already have like examples of the castings, but I just saw them, sitting on the table. SC Diecast sells Mini GT, and they're always at my local meets, and it's just like really hard to pass them up when he's got them just sitting there available. So really cool. And again, all right, so Whatnot. I got to remember to do this. I will put the link to sign up, okay, in the description of the video. Or not description of the video. I'll pin a comment on the video. I'll try to remember to do this, okay? If it's not there tonight, it'll hopefully be there tomorrow because I am actually going up north tonight. So, yeah. Anywho, I will go ahead and do that. And then, if you follow that, you're going to get some free money to spend on the app. So you get like $15 off your first purchase or something like that. So yeah, definitely do that if you're not signed up. If you are signed up, that's great too. Follow me on there and then check me out. And again, I will be holding a giveaway stream soon, pretty darn soon. So, and again, suggest, what do you want to see? What do you want to see in that stream? I'm interested in your input. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.